All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 8 of The Price of Power. I am your storyteller and cat wrangler sometimes, and I am super excited to bring tonight's session to you all. Let's see, there's no announcements yet for this channel, though we are about to enter a bit of a break time for the summer, though. A few magical things are coming down the pipeline, you could say. Let's see. I believe that's everything from me. So I guess we'll go ahead and let these wonderful people introduce themselves and tell you where you can find them at all the weekdays and the weeknights. And we will start with Tansy.
Hi, I'm Di. I am playing Tansy, disaster, Hecata extraordinaire. I know the internet's exploding. I guess you can find me at Dichomaniac. I think I spend more time on Reddit than anywhere else nowadays. I don't know. But yes, Tansy, she's a disaster. It's gonna be fun. Let's see if she survives.
Um, we'll see. We'll see. Next up, Sir Monolith.
I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter, and you can, find me in, I guess, whatever the next thing that may show up on this channel. I know Ree's cutting us off tonight, so I don't know. I don't know what other sneaky projects are going on in the background, but there may be something else coming back soon.
Y'all ain't got to go home, but y'all got to get up out of here. Next up, Ursa.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who I am at this point in time. Kicking me out. I don't know where else I'm gonna go. Ari and Di gonna kick me out next over at the Gremlin Collective. So I'm punching in my time card there. And also you can find me on the Cookout TTRPG. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see if Kira still likes me after this. I don't even know. But of course, you can find me on the YouTubes. You can find me on the Twitches at Ursa Ringer, messing up, but having a good time anyway. And of course, I will be playing for the last time this season. Walt Rest, you know what I'm saying? Me and Precious, we gonna take Cleveland by storm, Doc. Next caller.
Oh, last but certainly not least, Samoa Shadow Snake.
Hi, I'm Mari. I'll be playing Vegas tonight. And we are never getting rid of Ursa over at the Gremlin Collective. It's never happening. We love him too much. Um, but yeah, let's see if we survive tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
All right, our coterie has been assembled, and before we begin our night of vampiric consequences, it behooves me to let you know that the Vampire the Masquerade world can be a dark and horrible place. I have spoken with all these wonderful people here, and we have decided on exactly how we're going to handle different topics. And I want for you all to do the same at home. If you need to stop, step away, pause, mute, whatever you need to do, just take care of yourself because there can be no fun without comfort. But now that the kindness has faded, it is time for our vampires to rejoin the evening. As the four of you reawaken, the vitae begin to move within your long dead flesh. I need for each of you to give me a rouse check.
I'm gonna pray I don't fail this.
I got you, Walt.
A success, thank heaven.
Oh yes. Okay. That's a success as well.
Don't worry.
I got five.
Don't worry. I got you, Walt.
Oh no. He's too traumatized. Oh no. It's one of those nights. Let's go. The perfect season finale.
You're a little thirsty.
I'm at hunger 4. Let's go get a snack.
Oh, how many? Well, so I will assume that Nosh and Tansy have failed. How many? What is your current hunger?
Everyone in order, or
Tansy's 4, I guess.
Okay. What is your hunger, Nosh?
2.
Okay. Is anybody else at hunger 4?
No, Walt's almost there though.
All right. Did everyone rest in the haven, or did someone leave to seek shelter from their sun in a different place?
Walt would have absolutely crashed at the Haven. Tansy
All
gonna have to
right.
kick him out.
All right. In that case, I will leave the story to the four of you. What would you like to do this evening?
Can Walt have a rabbit in the morning or the evening?
Or supper time.
When rabbits on a bagel.
Nailed it.
That is up to you. Your rabbits are available. I don't believe you have fed more times than your hunger rating. So, your herd rating. So go for it if you'd like to.
Yeah, we'll just slake a duck. So that's one rabbit.
All right.
So that would be Walt's first order of business. Cornbread, fish, and collard greens, yellow.
Walt's singing is stuff of legends. While Walt is feeding Anosh, Tansy, and Vegas, what are you up to?
Mm. 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 Feeling kind of hungry.
I could definitely eat.
Y'all gonna go eat something?
Yeah.
Why are you hungry, Walt?
Nah, I already ate what I wanted. Have me a little rabbit.
Snack pack.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But for me, that's a whole meal.
Sometimes I envy you, Walt.
I don't know why.
Must be nice to sometimes to be sated by the simple things.
Well, I'm always kind of hungry, but better than biting into people.
Is it though?
It's all I know, Tansy. It's all I know. Walt will check on his present. Is it still intact?
It is. So far, you think, give me one more roll. I
What
believe
am
it
I
was
rolling?
intelligence. Believe it was intelligence and craft last time?
It was.
Or was it? Yes.
I can do wits and
don't
craft
know.
or intelligence and craft. It's up to you.
Intelligence and crafts. This is more about knowing what to do and less about doing it quickly.
Okay. Where's my craft? There you are. Wow. That's pretty bad. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's two successes.
Bad. 2.
Out of a dice pool of 6.
That is a dear 110. Okay, I think that's
Yeah, it's
fine.
not a crit. Yeah.
All right, you are making progress. You definitely have some hard times managing the materials this time around. I will say that since technically I didn't give like a target, so they can't really bestial fail.
Like it was already made because that was the roll I made at the beginning of the season.
It's my job. I got this. You didn't really have a target, so you can't really bestial fail. So what I would say is your preparations are going to be lesser. So the material itself is going to be just fine, but like the actual etiquette of the presentation looks bad. You have equivalently like put a bad. You're the bad Christmas wrapper for Christmas presents. You're
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's on brand for Walt. I'll take that.
Do as far as you can tell, you think it'll be fine minus any more additional things you want to do.
Well, yeah, Walt's just dressing it up the best he can. He's not going to reveal it to the rest of the coterie, so he's trying to keep it secret, but he's going to keep it on his person this time around.
Okay.
In the hopes that he runs into the person he intends to give it to.
Okay. All right. So Walt is doing his best to make final preparations for a gift. Vegas, Tansy, and Anosh. Are any of you going to go hunting?
Well, me and Tansy sounded like we're talking about that.
Yeah, do you want to come with me?
Sure, yeah. Well, I prefer my victims to be a little bit more lively. I mean, meals.
We don't have to, dance around it. We can just say what it is.
It's true. I prefer not to play with my food too much.
Easier when, you don't have to worry about them, talking or getting hurt. They're already dead. It's fine.
One of these days, I'll have to develop that cast iron gut of yours, Tansy.
It's really useful. Maybe not as useful as, the rabbits, since, you can't just keep them in the house, whatever, but it's not bad.
Does not sound bad at all. Yeah.
Are you going to hunt together or separately?
I think Tansy is still very traumatized over the absolute debacle that happened last time she tried to eat from alive people. So I'm definitely going to go for my standard grave robbing meal plan. But
Smart.
yeah, I mean, if you want to go together, we could swing by your place, go do what you want, and then you can come join me for mine, or we can divide and conquer.
Maybe we'll find some goth kids that like to hang around cemeteries, and it'll be a twofer.
Well, there's always a goth kid or two. You have to be careful and avoid them.
Well, sometimes they're useful, right?
Vegas, you want to come along?
Oh no, I'm not hungry tonight. I think I'm just gonna stay here and keep an eye on things.
Okay. Could be fun.
I mean, you guys will be right back.
Yeah,
I'm sure nothing will happen.
I mean, if you are, just holler. This graveyard's not, well, I mean, it's fairly decently big, but
I mean, really, what's the worst that could happen?
Why would you say that?
All right. Since it sounds like you wish to attempt to hunt amongst the dead, roll me a resolve and medicine roll.
Yes.
I will say, I'll be nice, and there won't be any penalties. Although I will have to look into how many dead people you can find in a cemetery that you could feed from, but it's a problem for tomorrow. The difficulty will be 3. Assuming you are hunting within your domain. If you're going outside of it, then that will change things.
Oh.
All right.
That went out, but it's still on the table.
What happened,
I rolled 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My pool is 7.
Mm-hmm.
So a respectable pool.
1, 2, 3, 4. I rolled 5 4s, a 3, and a 1.
Yep, it's one of them nights. It's one of those nights.
That is a very bestial failure, actually.
Yeah,
that is pretty bad.
Oh, baby.
Just straight up tunneling through the graveyard.
I should have to look up to see what the consequences of a possible bestial failure are.
Vegas picked the wrong time to stay at home.
Hashtag just Tansy things.
Just a bunch of crashing and banging outside.
I'm like tearing into like graves and getting more and more frustrated.
Why are these all empty?
This is what I will offer you, Di. You have a choice. You, due to your actions, you can either, as a coterie, suffer a penalty to your domain, and as you will feed in a way that will be obviously supernatural and bring more scrutiny on your territory, or you can choose to fail in a way that will force your hunger to increase by 1.
That brings me to 5.
It would. This is a deal with the devil.
Your choice to make, die.
Hello, my name's
Am I making this
Asmodeus.
choice as Pansy, or am I making this choice as Die?
This
also
is
up to
an
you.
offer to the player. This is
All right. So Tansy would absolutely screw all y'all over, I think. But
Do it.
Die will let the coterie remain in relative good standing, and I will take that but fifth hunger and the consequences that come with it.
Oh boy. It begins again.
you attempt to pull open a few of the crypts and mausoleums in your domain, and you find the further you go, the more of them have already been fed upon. And you end up visiting several of them 2 or 3 times, and as you go through it, your beast begins to rattle at its cage, and it takes all of your effort to force it back down. And as you do so, you force more and more blood through your body, and you effectively fail a rouse check as the hunger, that knife's edge balancing act, is slowly pushing you over to one side.
I feel the beast pressing, and I hear Renato's voice in my head, calling me a failure and a child, and I don't, and undeserving. And that voice just gets louder and louder until I just scream and punch my hand like into one of the stone walls of one of these little mausoleums, uh, just in pure rage and frustration and hunger, and feel the outside mask of Tansy slipping away.
Vegas.
Nosh, I believe you were with her at the time, so you see this
Oh, you were
happening.
there. Okay.
Unless
Oh,
Nosh wished to
bother.
be somewhere else.
Staking time.
I mean, probably going to try to reason with Tansy. Tansy, are you okay? Tansy? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh. Not again.
Tired of babysitting.
Does Tansy seem to be like an immediate threat to anyone but herself?
She looks to be dancing on the edge of sanity and insanity. The balancing act all kindred are forced to do, but it is very clear she is not winning. She still seems aware, but you aren't sure of how much longer that will last.
You should probably just get away. I'll figure this out. I'm just gonna
Just stay here, Tansy. Oh, just don't go anywhere. That's probably the best, safest. Maybe go in one of these tombs.
Yeah, I'm
Crypts?
putting all the tombs. There's nothing in here to eat.
Let me go see if I can find a shovel. Maybe we can find something.
Yeah, shovel's good. And I punch one of the walls again.
All right, yeah. This is gonna need some remodeling, but this is a good start. I'm gonna go
We
walk
have
off
to
and
hear that.
try to find Vegas. Because Vegas is probably at the crypt still, or
Yeah, I would say as long as you two didn't try to go very far from your actual haven, you all would be able to find each other pretty quickly.
What the heck going on? Late night construction?
no. Tansy's having a hard time. She might need our help.
Oh, it's one of those nights.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you got a snack pack for her?
No.
Walt
A
is
spare
kicking
arm or
himself
something?
for not getting like a blood pack when he was at the clinic.
It's okay. It's okay. Bring some shovels. Maybe we'll find a body or something. There's gotta be if you dig enough holes around here, you gotta find something, right?
Yeah, let me grab a shovel. See if there's a shovel inside the haven.
Probably need it for one body or the
Sure.
other.
Sure, we can find a shovel.
All right, let's go find a corpse.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Walt is
You-
helping in the way that Walt can.
All right, I will let one of you make a resolve and medicine roll, since you're just going to make the hunting roll for this predator type. And I will say, if all three of you are working together, you can add 2 dice.
Do
One
Walt,
of
do you have medicine?
Walt has 3 dots of medicine, yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Walt is the best option in this scenario.
All right.
You
Am I
can
like, I
add
think
2 dice to represent Vegas and Anash's attempt at assisting you in this.
Yeah, that's right.
okay,
Walt, represent.
that'll make my dice pool 7. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, 7 ones.
Shut up!
This.
The whole coterie goes out in a big billowing ball of fire. As they fail
6
every
successes.
single roll. Nice.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right. So it takes you all some time to kind of just figure out where Tandy's been, but you're able to come across a section that is pretty open. You all are going to begin digging. I will say that between the 3 of you, it does not take a lot of effort to dig up a hole in the ground and to
Precious
find
is helping too.
It makes no difference.
Yes, it does. Skunks
does
dig.
not. But you are able, with Vegas's strength, you are able to find a receptacle for Tansy. While this is happening, Tansy, what are you doing?
Tansy she's ripped through this one mausoleum, leaving probably very obvious evidence that something not human has been here, between the fist-shaped holes in the stone, the shredding clothes on the corpses, like really trying to like bite into whatever desiccated husks that she can find. I've probably gone back and forth between a couple of them, leaving a pretty obvious trail of chaos and frustration. And I think by the time y'all stumble on me, I am in front of a grave, just digging at the dirt with my bare hands, trying to get into the coffin underneath.
Hold up, Tansy, hold up. We brought you something. Eat like some chicken for Popeyes.
Yeah, I hear Walt and I turn and I'm like, yeah, give it to me, please. No.
I mean, Walt ain't strong enough to toss it on his own. Hopefully y'all are helping.
Yeah, I think Vegas will heave ho a little bit at his cousin very gently, just so like he's not hurting her, but he's also like, I'm not getting close enough to be in Fang territory.
Yeah,
Walt remembers. I'm not crossing this line.
Yeah, look, Walt, like you need to stay away, but I take that, and when the body hits the ground, I rush over to it, just like crawling on all 4s fairly, and sink my fangs in.
Okay, roll me I believe it is let me just make sure I get the full pull for you. Well, no, the sheet should do it for you. Roll me a frenzy check.
Oh boy.
Your sheet should just...
Okay, where is it on the sheet? Is it down bottom?
At the very bottom, it should just say there should be a frenzy button.
Frenzy. Okay. No, hold on. My humanity is only 4. Let's make it 1. It's asked me to...
Actually, I have to check something. I don't think wood corpse is enough blood for. We're not gonna get
maybe
into
I'll
their
go
weeds.
back from the
That's fine. Did the option not work? Here, let me just.
No, that's me to manually input my.
Just really, it's willpower, and then add 1/3 of your humanity. So for you, it would be 1.
Okay, so let me try this again because all my willpower, which is the 6, and then just my humanity, which is the 1, and no modifiers. Okay. I had 2 successes.
That is not going to be enough.
Of course it isn't.
So, as you dig your fangs into this corpse, it isn't enough. The inert, disgusting blood is not enough to satisfy your beast, and it slams into that cage, that self-control, and you feel it taking over. Tansy, you have 2 options. Well, you can choose to lose yourself to frenzy. You can choose to ride the wave, as you can kind of direct what the beast will do. Or you can spend a point of willpower to control yourself for one turn.
I will spend the willpower.
Okay. You keep control of yourself, just barely holding the beast back. Do you choose to continue drinking the blood provided to you?
I look up with the thick, dark, like clotted blood, cover my mouth, looking like this. This isn't gonna work, guys. Sorry, it's not gonna work. It's not enough. I need something that's breathing.
Oh, we gotta go find some people food, man.
But maybe we shouldn't bring them all the way here. I know.
What you gonna do, Saracen?
I'm gonna go find a cup.
All right. Anosh is going to leave. Tansy, I need for you to spend either another point of willpower or lose yourself to the frenzy.
Oh, Walt is hiding behind Vegas, by the way.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna.
You can't do any sort of weird Tremere stuff.
I don't know how to do none of that yet, man.
Oh Lord.
Tansy, you can sense the blood in your companions, and it is calling to you. It's stronger than human blood, be more filling. The beast is whispering how easy it would be to take it from them. Did you spend the willpower?
Did.
All right.
I'm gonna look at Vegas, I think, and sort of sniff the air, like smelling his blood, and go, it's family, right? Like you can help me out. Be fine, right?
I roused for prowess
Yeah.
and failed, so I'm at hunger too.
Walt is handing you a steak from his back.
Tansy, normal situations, yes, but this I fear is something that is well beyond my capabilities to help with.
You can help just a little bit.
I think we wait for Anush to come back. And he's like kind of like pushing Walt back a little bit more.
Walt's holding the steak out to you as you do it too.
I'm not really good with those.
Well, I mean, you can pin it, but somebody got to put it in if it gets too tough.
Where did Anush go? Anush just helped me out. Anush just helped me out before he get. Where did he go? This is.
He went to go get a cup, Tansy. It's okay. It's okay.
How long does it take me to go get a cup, Ree?
You, assuming that you are not doing anything
I
else,
have
you can get
celerity.
back.
In fact,
Are you using vampiric
I don't-
speed to get
I don't
back
think I
and
actually
forth?
have the speed thing actually though, so I think it's the other
Then
stuff.
you are a bit faster. However, using turn timers in a freeform RP is a bit more difficult. But I will say is Anash will be returning as Tansy is forced to make another choice. Do you spend willpower or let yourself go to the beast?
Yeah, I mean, I have to keep spending the willpower, right? Like,
It's up to
It's
you.
always a choice. Always a choice.
This is the perfect season finale. I love it here. 2
All
seasons and
right.
nothing's changed.
Then
yeah.
Anash, you return with a cup.
That's full of blood.
I see. I can smell the blood in the air as it's coming. And I'm like, yes, give it to me.
Okay. Anash, I will assume that you filled this with your blood. Is that correct?
I mean, that's the only blood that I have available. I
How
didn't want
many
to.
points of how much hunger were you attempting to satiate?
Well, I haven't had a chance to hunt yet myself, so I was thinking probably. I don't know if my character would really have an idea in game terms of the technical side of things. I mean, obviously
You understand how blood the price of blood counts works.
yeah, but I don't know if he would necessarily know exactly how much he could give to like want to say ride the well whatever. Let's live dangerously and let's go with 2.
Make me 2 rouse checks.
You brave soul.
One success. 2 success.
Yay.
You managed to not get hungrier. Now, however, if I recall correctly, higher
I thought it
blood
was
potency. I don't think so.
I just assumed it was. I don't know.
All right. So unfortunately, your blood, neither of your blood potencies are good enough to make the blood count for more. So Tansy begins to, and I will say Vegas and Walt.
When does it count for more? Like 3 or higher, or
do you have to have 2 higher blood potency than the person who's drinking it?
oh, okay. So yeah, at least Tansy's. I don't know if Tansy's 1 or 2, but so at least 3 or 4.
I will say, Walt and Vegas, you can realize. Actually, I will say, everyone realizes that Vitae is being given here. There is a very clear difference between regular blood and Vitae. So I will say they offered to Tansy. Does Tansy choose to drink it?
Yeah,
Knowing
absolutely.
what it is.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Did you begin to drink of the blood, assuming that none of your companions attempt to prevent this from happening?
Oh, Walt is smirking.
Well, it's just like, yeah, there you go again. There you go again.
Yeah, just like old times.
All right,
You gonna learn.
You can decrease your hunger by 2.
Offer Walt a drink.
Get that away from me, man.
And your blood bond, which I believe you have one towards Anash, increases by 1.
I catch a grenade for you.
It's been a while. I don't know if you've really been actively maintaining it. I don't know how much game time has gone on since the first time it happened. We haven't really been.
We aren't moving
Keeping
too much in
details
terms
about
of months, but I will say that it's not been enough time for it to decrease by 1 yet. So it shouldn't have changed outside of constantly drinking.
Still stuck at them dots. Fun.
I don't know if I was keeping good track of that. So how about we say it's a 3-dot blood bond? Does that seem fair? Or would it be 4?
Oh, Ree, what would it be?
Why do I have to keep track of how often you all keep feeding from each other?
Walt has 2 with Tansy and 1 with Anush.
Sure. We'll say that it's gone up to 3.
Oh, no,
It should have been
that's what
either
I
2.
I'm sorry, I had a different spot on my sheet. I had 1 blood bond left, so.
All right, then it is up to 2. All right.
Yeah, I don't think we'd explicitly been doing a lot of like, hey guys, want to share some blood?
Pretty much.
Y'all kids want to drink some blood?
All
Morning
right.
coffee, put some blood in it. You know.
Yeah, gives you a nice little pick me up. Makes the skin feel younger.
Tansy,
Okay.
you feeling better?
You see Tansy kind of stops shaking, and the little bit of clarity comes back to her eyes. Yeah, that's better. It's better.
Okay, sweetheart, now that you're feeling better, what the hell we gonna do about this mess?
Call in a mason? Or just run away?
Walt's just gesturing. He's just like, and that, let's go to your house.
And I have everyone except for Tansy make me a wits and awareness roll, please.
I feel like somebody had a car they were running around with in here, a big truck, and they just drove off.
Can Vegas also start dragging the corpse back to where he found it?
In a moment.
So what's awareness?
Mm-hmm.
2.
2 successes. Yep. We all got 2.
All right. So all 3 of you catch the moving glimmer of light, and as it's coming closer, you can see kind of a circular spot on the wall slowly begin to grow bigger, and then you all hear a voice from outside. Hello?
I was expecting an explosion.
You children need to get out of there now. If you come out quickly, I won't tell your parents.
Let me blush with life just in case. Just in case.
I'm gonna slink back into the shadows.
Yep. Walt gets hungry.
Good for blush of life.
All right.
Yeah. See what try.
All right. Come on, I know you're in there.
I'm a little hungrier now.
Okay. Walt's going to
I look so much younger.
tear away at his clothes a little bit and try to handle the situation.
Hannibal, the situation?
Handle.
Okay. So you wish to mess up your clothing. That is fine. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Oh, he's going to walk up to this security guard in question.
Okay.
He's
And you see it is a older gentleman, maybe in his early 50s, a bit rounder in the stomach area, a bit darker skinned, balding towards the top of his head.
Oh, not old Papa. Poor Papa. What the hell you want, old timer? You interrupted my set.
It's time for you all to get out of here. I was told to keep an eye out for you kids and breaking into the mausoleums or whatever. Listen, if you get out of here now, I won't call your parents, and I won't have to call anybody to take you downtown.
You know how much work it took to get everything just right?
Listen, I understand you kids want to do your art or your talk tick videos, but you gotta go.
While he's
That's just
talking,
tick, old man. Listen, let me show you something. Well, actually pull out just like miscellaneous thing. And like Walt's pulled out a knife that's probably still got some dried blood on it. And this prop, because I'm trying to film a zombie movie, and you out here interrupting the set. I got time is money. All I'm asking is for a little extension.
Roll manipulation and subterfuge.
Absolutely.
Minus 1 dice.
while that's happening, I'm gonna activate the silence of death and try to sneak around behind him.
Silence of death will be fine. Be seen. Because he is still facing towards y'all, which is why you can see the light from his flashlight into the crypt you're in.
So there's no way to get out of the crypt without walking directly through the light.
Yes.
So you said
Not
-1.
without
That
using your powers.
that is 4
Gotcha.
successes with the -1.
Look, I get it. It's hard to make independent films. I was a bit of a filmmaker back in the day, but it's illegal to be breaking into crypts, and you gotta go.
Look, sir, like, okay, that means you understand. You know what I'm saying? That means you know
I do,
how
I
much
do, but
work goes into the practical props. Like, if I try to pick up everything and move it out right now, things are just going to be absolutely insane. And I know you don't want to deal with that. And then you're going to have to start answering questions. You know, the principal's going to come down and be like, why ain't you do your job? It should have been out of there. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is give me some time to pack things up, and we don't have to have nothing happen. Like, it's all good. Just a little more time.
Roll. You can make a dexterity and stealth roll if you'd like, Anash.
Well, you just said like he's got the light shining right on the doorway.
Yeah,
There's, like anyone who comes out of the door.
Walt is currently distracting him with the conversation, but he's still like facing your direction. So you'd be trying to move without having him notice you. Which, because Walt is doing a decent job of distracting him, I will let you attempt to make the roll. Though it will be difficult.
Oh, it's still technically 5 because I didn't have filibuster to it, so it's still technically 5.
Sure. But so
That's
you
my
can
one
attempt to
plus
roll.
one, yeah.
If you would use any of your powers, that would also intervene. But if not, since Walt is distracting him, I will let you attempt the stealth. But it will be a difficult stealth check. It'll be difficulty 4. Difficulty 4.
I thought the default one in here was like a DC 6, so that's why I was like,
I don't
4.
think the way the mechanics for this game are weird. Because apparently difficulty 7 is supposed to be like virtually impossible, but then 6 is supposed to be the base hunting, so it doesn't really make sense.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I feel like rolling the dice with 4, because if I
It's always a praise.
So let's see here. You can't change the DC. It's always gonna. So I'm just gonna see how many get rolled. So out of 4, there's. I can't.
Difficulty. In this case, when I say difficulty, it means you need 4 successes for it to count.
Just short.
Well, then I can spend a
not
willpower.
4 on the dice. You need.
Gotcha.
Willpower will let you willpower lets you re-roll.
Oh, that's right.
Edition,
Re-rolling. That's right. So I'll re-roll. And re-roll 3. You have to pick the hunger or normal. You can't like just pick.
You can't re-roll. You can't re-roll hunger at all. Only normal.
Oh, okay. So then 3 normal dice. Y'all confusing me, Sam.
Difficulty of going between editions a lot, you know. And while this is happening, Vegas, what are you doing?
He's waiting for the others to handle it. Kind of like nudging the body kind of even more out of the
10,
way.
6, 8, 3 more successes. Sorry.
And just kind of like putting the shovel like into the dirt, just like.
Okay. All right. So you rolled the first one, and then you did a willpower re-roll to get 3 more. Okay. So we just got the first 3 dice for that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 2.
So yeah. So that would be grand total 3 plus 2 successes, so 5 successes. You are able to sneak out. You take an opportunity while Walt is doing his very best to convince the security guard to leave you all alone, and you are able to kind of crouch down and keep yourself low, and you are free of line of sight.
Oh, good, because I want to get behind him.
Easy enough.
Get a snack. He looks tasty. He's distracted.
getting behind him is easy enough to do.
Especially since I don't make noise. Can I go get a snack now?
Okay. You bite into him. He does not realize it. How much blood are you taking from him?
Well, a little thirsty. How much do you have to take to make them kind of like semi-conscious?
For a healthy person, 2 is the most you can take without hurting them.
Right. I know that they have like varying degrees of how they kind of.
They will be kind of out of it regardless.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take 2.
All right.
Like kill a poor guy.
Roll me a D100, please.
Oh, boy.
Watch, I'm gonna get a 1.
Stop.
Nope, got a 10 though. Close. 1 off by a 0.
So, things are going to happen. This elderly man, you begin to feed and you take your blood from him without much effort, and you are able to take both dots of hunger. But the moment you go to release him, he collapses to the ground. Walt, I believe with your medicine knowledge, you do have dots of medicine, right?
Yes, I do. I got 3 of them.
With your medical knowledge, you recognize someone who has who has started to have a heart attack.
Come on, Papa. Why you got high cholesterol like that, man?
As you see, he kind of just lays there on the ground. His eyes are still open, but you don't think he is seeing anything. You see that he is, at the moment, in trouble. I will say you can attempt to help him with your medicinal training. I don't believe any of your haven has any specific abilities that would help you here. But if that is true, if that is not true, then let me know. So you are going to attempt to help a person without any tools or anything in the middle of a cemetery. I'm afraid
he's got stuff in his backpack. Remember, he looted a clinic, dog. He took things.
You did. I don't think you carried that stuff with you to this.
Wow. As much
but
as
I will
keeps in that
say,
backpack.
would Walt have carried all of his medical supplies to
Not
help
all
his
of them,
friend feed?
But definitely things he sees as first aid.
All right.
Like
Tell you what,
things do things
Does he
like
does he look like he's unconscious? Because if he looks like he's starting to go unconscious, then Walt would know to give him CPR. Assuming Walt can breathe.
He looks out of it and rapidly and getting worse. So what I will say, your medical supplies and things will add an extra dice to your pool.
Okay.
However, the conditions are not exactly the most optimal. So I will say that will increase your difficulty by 1. So it'll be an intelligence and medicine roll. You need 5 successes to help him.
Oh my goodness, this needs to be a perfect roll.
If you bestial fail, he will die.
This needs to be a perfect roll. Oh god.
Bestial fail, he will die.
I believe in you, Walt.
Can I add my
You can also.
No, that's
you can also. I will say, all of you are aware. The gifts of the blood would make solving this issue trivial. But comes with
Walt knows better. He remembers what happened when Tansy did it. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, turning him. Or
you could
my supplies cancel.
You don't have to turn him.
My supplies cancel out the difficulty.
Your supplies will add a dice to the pool, but you need 5 successes total.
Okay, so I have a modifier, and then I got to beat 5. Okay.
You need to get at least 5 successes.
3.
If I cheerlead Walt, does that give him some extra dice?
That's if there's never been a time I want to succeed on some hunger die like this.
Unfortunately, Walt cannot help with willpower. Willpower won't help. You can only roll 1 more dice. What I will say is, while you are working, if there's anyone else that has medicine, they can attempt to assist.
Would I have any knowledge that feeding him Vitae would, do the
Yes, all
ghouling
of
and or
you,
not even ghouling, just like, regenerative for him as a human.
all of you know that the effects of the Vitae are powerful in just about all respects. There are some things that it can't do, but you would know. I would say all of you, but Walt would know that if you gave him blood, it would help him. You also know that it would make them a ghoul. That first drink would make him a ghoul. But you do know, yeah, that it would fix something like this without much issue.
Walter,
He'd
you having
probably be
trouble?
healthier afterwards.
I'm losing it, man.
Is he gonna be okay?
No, he's not gonna be okay. I did my best.
Get out of the way. And then she's gonna come over and just like cut his hand. It's like, well, I might as well give some what I took.
I mean, we couldn't do that, man.
Not turning him.
Undead Grey's Anatomy is hilarious.
He just squeeze his hand a little, like squeeze it into the old guy's mouth.
Sure. Make me a rouse check. But
See.
other than that, the Vitae will go into him.
Okay, so go back up by 1 hunger. But it's okay. Is it called a wash?
I believe you get a stain on your humanity for that.
Really?
I think
For
so.
ghouling?
I believe. Let me just double check.
I would.
But I think so.
My thing. I'm trying to save somebody, so I feel like this would be.
It is embracing that will give you the stain, not ghouling. Yeah. So unless your touchstones and beliefs would disallow it, the blood goes into his mouth. He immediately begins to look better. That kind of clamminess that was starting to develop on his skin is beginning to fade. He does not awaken immediately, but he is looking better. To your eye, Walt, you think he's okay?
All right. Grandpa gonna pull through. What the heck did you do, man? What do we even do now?
Well, he's going to be one of our friends now. But not in the way that you and I are friends.
Seems like they're worse friends to have. I mean, he works in the graveyard, we're here all the time. He can help us, find fresh places. I think this is great.
Attention if he's sleeping.
Well, he's not going to sleep forever.
Oh, he'll be back. Well,
Do we need to drag him somewhere?
probably best not to leave him out here.
Vegas is just taking the opportunity to drag the corpse that he took all the way back.
Just doing some cleanup, What's that, Walt?
We can't do nothing right, man. We can't
Sure we
have
can.
a nice night.
Hey, look, everything's fine. Tansy's fine. The old man's fine. I'm not as hungry as I was a minute ago, but a little peckish. Still kind of feeling like I did when I woke up. It's fine.
So
But hey,
taking this dude?
We got a new ally. Hopefully. Or a new
Taking him
snack.
back to the haven or what?
No. We can set him up in here and
Yeah, he's still got his home and his life. He's just, a little better now.
Is it gonna be like the girl? He's gonna come by asking questions and jumping and latch on to somebody?
No, he might have questions, I'm sure. But not like the girl.
I'm gonna take your word for it this time. Walt's branch of the knife when he said it. This time.
Would I know that sometimes vampires have ghouled animals?
Yeah. It's you're old enough.
Mm.
You would have received a proper education in undead life and society.
Well, Walt, sometimes people do that, or sometimes kindred do this with animals as well, something to think about.
Oh, you mean like Precious?
Exactly. Or, bunnies. Whatever fits you, whatever you fancy.
Mummies are real?
No, I said bunnies.
Oh. Man, I can't imagine doing that to a bunny.
I
Like,
mean, I
mommy,
don't know.
that'd be kind of
I mean,
crazy. I'd be like, there ain't no blood in there no more. So I'm like, yeah, Walt's like buttering to himself.
mummies are real. We have them in museums, Whether they get up or not, I don't know about that.
But yeah, Walt's probably trying to do his best to make it look like humans did things in here before he leaves.
Okay. So you
Get some spray paint.
So Walt wishes to dress the scene. I will say, make me a wits in subterfuge roll.
Absolutely.
And can I help at all with that?
Sure, you are more than welcome. You could either give Walt his own extra dice, or you can make your own roll.
No, Walt, have an extra dice.
Oh, I thank you very much. Okay, Roll20. Let's do this. Okay, I can finally spend willpower. Let's go.
Can we roll 3 dice?
Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll it raw.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't make a difference.
So, 4 successes. 4 successes, you are able to overall make the scene look. You can't make it look like no one was here. There are a number of just kind of broken pieces of stone and things like that. But you are able to set it up so that way it looks like someone had just broken in, maybe to do vandalism and whatnot. And it takes you, I will say, it takes you about 20 minutes between you and Tansy to kind of dress things up to look like that before you can make your way out. Vegas, I believe you were attempting to return the other body you all had. No, there's no kind way of saying dug up a corpse. So you stole it, and you put it back down. Do you wish to take the time to make the kind of the grass look undisturbed?
He'll do his best.
All right, for that I will say make an intelligence, and I guess subterfuge would work for this.
Oh, thank God. Because you said intelligence and I had 2 dice.
And your successes will determine the difficulty for anyone who wishes to look into this. 4.
4.
All right.
Nice.
So you take the time, you manage to kind of take the dirt and overturn it a bit and kind of flatten it out so that way it still looks like someone had dug it up, but it looks like that had been done a while ago.
As Vegas is like patting it down with the shovel, he's thinking to himself, gosh, I haven't had to rebury a body in a long time. This flashbacks, man.
Okay. And that leaves Anash with our unconscious person.
What am I going to do with you? Well, this wasn't planned, but I guess things could have gone worse. Couldn't let you go out like that, old timer.
You
Wake
need
up.
me to stick around and help with this conversation, or you got it?
He's like smacking the old guy in the face. Wake up. Wake up.
Walt looks at Tansy. You think he's got it?
Tansy is while she's helping you kind of stuff up. She's also like looking at some of the like skeletal bones and like maybe taking a hand with her, maybe some toes. If she can grab some just for later, for stuff later. Yeah, he's got it. Like, listen, the guy is either gonna wake up and not remember anything, or he's gonna wake up and remember everything. But either way, we've got him on kind of a short leash. So, yeah, Anisha's got it, I guess.
I mean, I don't know the last time y'all did this, but he might wake up and be like, I'm trying to go around the corner store right now, especially if he's having heart attacks. People watching cemeteries. Know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
his complexion ain't looking too hot.
Really, I think the problem is that he has to work at all at his age, honestly. That's the problem here.
Yeah, we need to have a talk about Social Security.
Yeah. I think you and I are probably on the same page. They don't pay people enough.
Well, you see, they moved the retirement age up, so a lot of people had to read it. The walls literally going into the explanation. That seems continually cleaning. And see, when you look at the Dow Jones over here, you know, everybody invested in life insurance, but they should have invested in car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Switch to Geico. Go back to what I was saying.
You know, Walt, I think I heard some news recently about that in France.
Why do people have to pay for things that aren't actually real? I mean, I understand that you have to buy it, but why?
See, it's all about having ownership in a little something. I know you understand that.
Well, yeah, I don't understand why you have to pay somebody to keep money for you that they then don't pay you back. At least with a bank, they give you interest.
I mean, you talking about being loan shark or something? I mean, folks is crooked sometimes, but that's everywhere. And
Well,
they just switch the collar from blue to white.
We should definitely talk about this loan shark thing. That might be a really great way to make some money. Put that thought on hold. Because we're a small independent business. It's fine to do it.
I mean, I like what you're doing out here, but it's like, I mean, I'm not exactly enforcement. You know, I can bounce the checkbook, but
Oh, but you're like the face. You can, sell it to people, get people on board, get people to trust us. We'll be great. We'll be great.
we can call it precious souls. You know what I'm saying? We got our mascot already. Isn't that right, baby? Respond, precious.
Your companion is currently resting at your feet.
No, Precious.
Get up. We ain't staying here. Walt will pick her up once he's done. You can be so stubborn sometimes, girl. I swear. I love you, though.
Well, talk to Vegas about the business thing. I bet he's much more involved in the whole business thing with the family. I'm sure he's got a bunch of great ideas and tips.
All right. Well, Jackson, I mean, I'm going to leave you to it.
Well, you know, he'll wake up sooner or later. Probably feeling much better than he did before he took a nap.
Okay.
Do you want me to like drag him back to the mausoleum?
I feel like we'll need to have a talk with him first. But
Maybe out
Do
here
we-
in the open isn't a good idea.
that's
Yeah,
a
I
fair
wouldn't
point.
recommend doing it here.
That's a fair point. Well, I guess if we're okay with having him know where we're staying, then
We though.
I mean, if he gives us any grief or anything, like I'll just take care of business.
yeah, he's got a wallet here. We know where he lives.
Oh, boy.
Can I see that wallet real quick?
Of course.
He's gonna take out the ID and just snap a photo of it and put it back and hand it back.
Okay. Pretty straightforward. You see that he is 52. His name is James Jefferson.
I'm glad it's James and not George.
You know what I was thinking, and I hate you for it. You know exactly. Where is it?
Do not disrespect the name of this hard.
I went down in the mausoleum. I know I should have taken that night job.
Do not disrespect the name of this hardworking American.
If only we were staying.
If
Only we were staying.
Tolerate it.
If only we were staying at like a car lot, maybe a junkyard or something. Could have met Mr. Sanford.
Come on. There's something about working at a graveyard, you know? Got a whole new meaning to graveyard shifts. Yo, if we got Sanford, yo, we now need to just have retired comedians as a ghoul. Why is it that every time we end up in this cemetery, there's bones everywhere?
You turn the cemetery into a junkyard.
Yo, a junkyard comedy club. Yeah, a cemetery comedy club.
So, you all are taking this ghoul back to your haven? Is that correct?
Walt votes yes.
just in case things go badly, maybe we should start somewhere not here, but also not at where we live, just in case things go badly.
I mean, I'm okay with that too.
Okay, where would be the best option? We are not using my apartment.
But your apartment's nice.
It's really not.
I think we have a lot of time, y'all. We gotta pick somewhere.
Do I have any idea how long it takes for someone to wake up after being ghouled?
You think it could probably be any time. The situation wasn't ideal, so you'd think it'll probably be within an hour.
Oh, I was thinking about like people coming around asking questions, like a security guard went in and didn't come out.
How much security does this place have at night?
You know,
I feel like we would
not
know.
the stealthy one to do surveillance. That's why he wouldn't risk
It's the
it.
most guarded place in America.
I would say we live here. I think we should know.
Yeah, dog.
It is very rare. You don't think there will be another person coming by? Probably not. It's not exactly a high priority target.
We gotta get Jimmy Jeff out of here, man.
Oh.
Y'all are terrible because you know Walt can't do anything on his own. Oh, you're muted. All right, there we go.
So like none of you guys have like another location we could take him to?
Do I look like I got another location?
Can anyone here mess with memories?
I can do that.
Then if he gives us any trouble, we just wipe his mind.
I mean, it don't go back that far. It's only like a few seconds.
I mean, technically.
Oh,
I have to think if I have resources or not. I thought I did.
Can I text Gabriella? Hon, it's been kind of a wild night. I'm wondering if can I borrow your apartment for a few hours?
Oh, yeah, I got resources 3. I definitely probably have another place outside of the thing. We just wind up being here all the time because, shenanigans.
Gabby just got the equivalent of a wine mom. I love it.
You receive a message back. Sure thing. Shouldn't be a problem.
It's just been a wild night.
Thanks for what? Just a couple hours. And I send all the emojis. All right. Hey guys, I've got a place. We're gonna go to Gabby's, and it's gonna be fine. It's a neutral place. He has no reason to know her. Maybe we can just blindfold him, maybe in case he wakes up on the way there, and then we can blindfold him on the way out when we leave, and that way he doesn't know where she is, and we'll be fine.
He won't have another heart attack if he wakes up blindfolded, will he?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not now.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I think it'll be a little bit hardier now.
Walt will dig at his backpack and pull out some cloth, just tear it off, make a makeshift blindfold.
Well, we could do that. It works as well as a makeshift blindfold could work.
Dog, all them spare clothes from Salvation Army, they're getting put to good use.
Very dirty. Yeah, very dirty. Very dirty clothes.
Hey, he didn't say it had to be a clean blindfold.
You got to worry about an infection now.
Well, I was going to use some of the shredded clothing from one of the corpses, so this is way better than what I was thinking.
All right, let's get in the car. Let's get in the car. Scooting.
Yo, it's crazy how the person who just had a heart attack is cool in the car, but Precious ain't. That's wild. Don't you think, Vegas?
The person who is blindfolded also doesn't have the ability to make this car stink.
You don't know that though. He could have farted or something.
Yeah, it's not going to be lingering. Have you ever tried to get skunk out of upholstery?
Have you ever tried to get old man fart out of a room?
This car is a gift.
And this old man is a blessing. Now what?
Is he? Is he really?
Y'all the one keeping him. I was just trying to keep him alive.
You know, I could have ended it in one go.
Sansa said he got the answers. What you expect me to do?
I mean, if Noosh hadn't done that, then I would have just eaten the leftovers. So
Exactly.
It's hot out here for a pimp. Paul says that as he pins Precious in the backseat. He's
So
just
that's why
self-soothing.
So that's why Precious is wearing that outfit.
You got to keep it duck bizzle. You know what I'm saying?
Tansy, where am I driving to?
Learning new things about you every day, Walt.
All right. Are you all heading to your child's apartment? Okay. The ride is not very long, and you all are able to get there. Roll me. So there are other people around in the evening. So you just roll me actually, Tansy, since you would have the worst die pool for this, you're going to roll for the collective group. roll a manipulation subterfuge roll to just not draw attention to yourself.
For our
Can
weekend
Walt
at
help,
Bernie's.
please? Because he's got torn up clothing. He can do the thing where they look like a
I don't think
couple
that would
of
help. I don't think that would help.
You don't know Walt's
I
power.
don't think that would
You
help.
don't know me.
I don't think there's anything you can. You're trying to weekends at Bernie a person, and you have a humanity for a vampire with you. You're gonna have a hard time.
Theater makeup, dog. Theater makeup.
one success. No,
You
but,
get
is it worth re-rolling the one? No, well, fine. You know what? I will spend a willpower and I will re-roll the one dice just in case to make it 2.
As you wish.
That fell off everywhere. So nope. So we're sticking with the one success, and I'm low on willpower.
Walt's trying to run interference because he would be thinking about that.
okay. There are a few people who kind of give you all a side eye as you enter.
We're trying to make a third-party movie. You know what I'm saying? One of our actors had a little problem on set, so we heading on back to the
Ain't got no
rooms,
questions. Ain't got no questions.
Totally unprompted.
The
What
man
was
he
you
had
wondering?
been. There was a darker skinned man who looks to be maybe in his 30s who just kind of got no questions. He just kind of keeps it walking. Vegas, can I have you make me a wits and awareness roll and add your aspects to it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on. There's dice.
We don't want us to have nothing.
It's fine. I'm spending a point of willpower.
It's one of them nights, I'm telling you.
It's befitting of a finale.
5 successes. That willpower got me another 2.
As your companions are entering this apartment building, you feel this feeling go down your spine. It's hard to describe, but as you turn and you look, you see a figure on the opposite side of the street. Seem to just be standing there, looking at you. As you turn to look at them, they give you a odd wave. It takes your eyes another second to realize that you've seen this person before.
Oh boy.
And then you feel fear and confusion. Because they look just like the corpse you buried a short time ago.
Dun dun dun.
He's
Oh wow.
sending
What's that cup you got there?
off
What's that
2
cup
texts.
you got there?
Oh. You mean
I don't got one, but I
I
respect
stole
it.
it from Glyza.
he's gonna fire off 2 texts, one to Tansy, letting her know what's going on, and the second to Angela, letting her know he may need backup and like dropping the pin for where he's at. And he's gonna walk across the street.
Yeah, if when I get that text, can I what does your text say specifically?
Your almost snack just popped back up.
Can I roll binding feathers to see if there's weird ghosty stuff happening?
Sure.
See if that's what's up with this. All right, so 2 of those, 2 of those. Oh my god. That's 1, 2 successes, and I did get 1 1. So yeah, only 2 successes, and one of those was a.
You don't see anything.
All right.
You don't see. You see Vegas walking away, but there's no one. There's no one over there.
And I can't tell if what the sort of. I'm sorry, not the binding fetters. The where the shroud thins. That's what I meant to roll. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's a different thing.
But yeah, let me roll the rouse
shroud
check.
does not. Yes, do a rouse check. The shroud
Oh,
does
my
not
rouse.
seem. Okay. It seems normal. I forget what the normal name for normal is, but
yeah, just like the thick, like the shroud. The shroud's like perfectly intact.
Yeah.
Nothing funky.
Yes, it seems normal. It's what you'd expect for this area.
I'm gonna text Vegas back and be like, fun fact, I don't think it's a ghost. Or at least it shouldn't be.
Can I tell if it looks a little ghosty with my auspex?
You don't think it's a ghost. You haven't seen a lot of them, but they look tangible. They look physical to you.
He's gonna reach into his pocket and take out out a coin. And when he gets close enough, he's gonna flick it at him to see if it goes through.
They hold out a hand and catch it.
Oh, this is not how I want my night to go. Is this a friendly conversation, or you unhappy about something? Because I tucked you in nicely.
I think it'll be mostly friendly.
Just you, or do you have friends?
Oh, I always have friends.
All right, what's the deal?
I guess roll me a willpower roll.
Oh, unspent or just my composure and resolve?
Your composure and resolve. As you get close enough
blood
to
dice?
this person. No blood dice.
Okay. 2 successes.
As soon as you get within a few feet of this person, you feel a terror unlike anything you've ever felt. And it takes a moment for you to realize it, but your beast is afraid. And you've never experienced that before. And as you look at this person, you realize instinctively this person isn't human. And not in the same way that you are no longer human, but in the sense that this person has gotten rid of any connection to being a human that you or anyone seems to still hold. Even Tansy doesn't feel like this.
Okay. No offense. What are you?
That's rude.
You know, it's been a night. Like, I don't know if you're like a cousin, on whatever side of the family, not a cousin, a cousin 20 times removed.
You could say we are on the same side. For now. We'll see how that lasts for a decade or so after this. I'm here to check in on you and your cousin. Things don't seem to be going too hot for you all.
Well, we had a little mishap.
A
And he's
little
kind of gonna like
mishap?
start like moving into like an alleyway. Uh, it's taken care of. They've got it handled.
Do they?
Well, at this point, it's only hope. We're all supposed to have hope, right? That was the last thing in what, Pandora's box or something like that?
Sure. What is your opinions on the young Rossellini? She trustworthy, reliable?
Why does everybody ask me that question?
Because typically it means that someone is going to die.
I already told Grandpa my
I know.
feelings.
I am aware. And so far, I haven't seen anything from either of you that makes me think you're traitors. I have noticed you all like to drink each other's blood a lot.
That is not a me thing. I know better than that.
You did not make an attempt to stop it either.
If I did that, she could have freaked out and ran out into the public.
Then you kill her.
Oh, I don't. That's supposed to come up from someone higher in the family, and that's not my call to make on that end. I vote.
Restrain her.
Oh, I could have done that, yeah.
You could have.
So are you just here to smack me and tell me I did bad?
For now.
As I told Grandpa, I don't think she's inherently untrustworthy, just very self-serving.
How often does she drink someone else's blood?
Oh, that's the first time I saw that. If it had been more
You
than that, I would have stepped
sure?
in.
So you are sure she hasn't done it before this?
Well, no, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it before.
Have either of you been teaching necromancy to other people?
Absolutely not. Well, I mean, I haven't seen any of those guys do anything like we can do, so I'm pretty sure that's a no on her end. I barely know anything, and I wouldn't teach it outside of the family.
All right.
Tower pokes its nose in the business enough. I'm not going to give him any reason to continue to poke.
Right. Are you aware that she spent quite a bit of time with a powerful Tremere recently?
I am aware of that.
Do you know what they discussed?
What they discussed, I already told with Grandpa.
Alright.
Like I said, the family's the last thing I'm gonna put in any danger, even if that comes from one of our own.
Right. You can leave.
Do I get a name?
Well, you have no need to know that.
Can I have my penny back?
Sure.
Thank you. You have a wonderful night.
Make sure she knows not to go sharing things she shouldn't. I'll be watching.
Okay, that's not creepy at all. That's not creepy at all. He's gonna walk back across, text Tansy, never mind, no danger, and he's also gonna text Angela back on a never mind, I'm all good.
He sends a quick message. Okay. And I
Catch up with the
think
rest.
that is going to be a good time for us to take our break for the evening.
Dun,
So
dun,
we
dun.
will go ahead and stop here. We will be back in about 15 minutes to continue this vampire story and to see just where the consequences of our choices are leading us. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back as we wrap up our Vampire the Masquerade story. We are rejoining our coterie as Anosh, Walter, and Tansy make their way up to Tansy's child's apartment. As you approach, you find that it is on the third floor, and the door is unlocked for you. It is a 4-bedroom. Well, there's 4 rooms. There's 1 bedroom, but then there's like a living room, kitchen, and a bathroom. And I leave the story to the 3 of you.
Well, so friend Saracen, how you want to have this conversation?
Is he awake yet?
He is waking up. I'm gonna say he is waking up at the moment.
Do we know his name at all?
James Jefferson.
That's right. I forgot.
Dog, we just said it.
I swear I was paying attention. We were joking about it too.
Oh,
I think really good short-term memory.
All of you are going to die. Yes, his name is James Jefferson. You all are aware of this. He is starting to wake up. What in the world was that? Oh boy.
Walt would have taken the blindfold off, so.
Oh,
Yeah, we took the blindfold off. We got him set up on the couch.
Nice and comfortable. You took a bit of a tumble there, old timer.
I feel like I got hit by a truck. Oh. And he kind of looks around and he looks at Tansy. What in the holy... are all of you blushed of life at the moment?
Yeah, that's why my hunger went up.
I didn't. I was afraid of the round check. I didn't.
That's fair, though. For you, that's fair.
What in the holy hell? And you see him kind of... He stands up and you see him kind of rock on his feet for a moment before making his way. He looks for his flashlight. What in the holy hell is going on in here?
Walt pointedly looks at the noosh.
Yes. You may have you may have a new lease on life.
What the hell are you talking about?
How are you feeling? Are you feeling good?
Oh, well, now that you mention it, I feel pretty good. Listen, we can have a conversation about how I'm feeling and our emotions and all that, but what in the hell is going on?
I meant physically. Like, are you feeling good?
Well,
I feel fine.
Walt's gonna help.
Excellent.
Well, what happened is kind of had a heart attack on the job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. Like you got some bad cholesterol, my brother. Like I'm talking bad. And you just collapsed up in there. And I mean, fortunately for you, like I'm in the medical school, so I was able to, resuscitate you to the best of my abilities. So, bad news is it looks bad on your performance, but good news is we saved your life.
Oh, right, sure. Okay.
And the further bad news is we're gonna have to talk about what that means for you.
What are you talking about?
So you work in the graveyard. I'm sure that you've seen things sometimes that you don't really like. You can't really explain, or maybe you like just don't want to.
Why the fuck are you so pale?
Um, we're gonna get to that in a second. For now, just let's pretend we were filming a zombie movie and this is zombie makeup, okay? We'll get to the nuances of it later.
You're
I'm
being
never
mad,
gonna go
rude,
home.
Saracen. You need to start talking.
I'm going to go home. Where the hell am I?
We don't need you to hold your horses a second, my brother. This is a very important explanation about your health and safety.
I don't really have the time to be spending my nights with a bunch of children and
Oh, you're gonna have more
creepy
nights like that than you
parents.
think.
Well, if you're fortunate, you will have many, many more nights. Some of them may be spent with us, but
Listen here,
uh,
cut all the this bullshit. What the fuck is he trying to say? Is that with it?
you have a new lease on life, friend. Thanks to myself and my friends here, we saved you. We brought you back from the brink. You know, we could have let you die, but we couldn't. It wasn't in our hearts to do such a terrible thing, and so we've blessed you with a small gift.
Do
Oh,
you
you
all
all
want
one
the
of them.
help?
You all are one of them new age Cody types. Listen, I don't want none of the timeshares or
Walt go literally hit him with the sit
oils.
down. Sit down. Listen. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Yes, we saved you, but your life is going to be very different now. Like you still, like whomever you live with, you got your family and stuff. All that's still going on, but you might have something supernatural going on in your system, and if you aren't prepared, life can become very difficult for you very fast. No, this is not a threat. This is me genuinely looking after you because I'm essentially your physician now.
Dr. Reshi.
Roll a charisma persuasion minus 2 dice.
Oh, he lied, by the way. Walt lied. He's not a licensed medical professional.
I feel like that's not the part of the statement that's really getting the attention at the moment, though.
Uh, that's a small dice pool for Walt, actually.
It's gonna get smaller because TNZ's here.
Yeah, it is. No
Well,
successes. None. None. Out of 4 die, none. And there's no point in rousing. Let's just be 1 dice right now.
Listen, we all ain't even at the cemetery no more. I'm just going to head out and you all can do your spiritual mumbo jumbo. I'm gonna go ahead. And head on out. And he makes his way towards the door.
This ain't about spirituality, old timer.
while they're doing this, is there? I don't know if this is quite the way that this is supposed to be used, but I would like to roll. I would like to try to use Fatal Flaw that I just spent so much XP on for all this aspects. To try and figure out. So it says I can intently observe the target and look for a flaw in their uh, defenses, whether it's like mental or physical, and show how to best attack the target. Could I try to do this to try and see what someone could say or what the figure out how to get through to this guy or the way to best manipulate him into staying?
Sure.
All right. So this is my intelligence plus aspects. This would be versus his composure and subterfuge. So, computer, stop being a potato. Yeah. Okay. So.
He is a very stubborn old goat.
Oh, we got him.
I kind of love him, actually. That's why
He's perfect for us.
I know.
Your grandpa for life.
My intelligence isn't as bad as you would think. All right. Well, okay, that's 1-1, but oh, 2 9s and an 8, so that's 3 successes and 1-1.
Oh, you definitely lost. He rolled 5 successes. He had a success on every one of his
James,
dice.
what is you on, dog?
Oh, no.
I finally roll halfway decent.
You just woke up, James.
Halfway
He
decent,
is a strong, determined
Jazzy
man.
Jeff is here.
Dang, nabbit, I'm gonna get out this here apartment.
You put the full extent of your preternatural senses to work, but he seems determined. You
All
don't
right,
think
Walt,
he's any weaknesses?
Walt will get in front of him and be like, all right, I'm gonna show you something to prove what I'm talking about, but you gotta promise me you won't freak out, right?
Just
freak
go
out
on
more.
and get on. Just go on and get out the way, son. I don't have time.
Walt's gonna show his fangs to him. He has to. He has to. He can't let him just leave. Like
watching Ree's mind go, he's like,
Just looks at you for a moment and goes, "Oh boy, all right, I found the goddamn old vampire people. Listen, I don't want to be involved in your blood-sucking cults and gothic parties and all that. All right, just go on and let me go on about my business."
It's not a cult. It's like biochemistry and okay, maybe there's a little occult in this, but I don't do that. I don't think. But listen, like
here's
this
a
is you
question.
now. Like you don't have these, but like you part of this whether you like it or not. There's no nice way to say it.
Question, Ree, out of character. Do ghouls crave the vitae after they've had it? Like, do they? If they smelled vitae, would they be like, "That smells good"?
Some of them, but not all of them.
Not all of them. It's not just like a downside to becoming a ghoul. You're now like, they're thirsty.
There are some people who are addicted to the blood, but not everyone. If they were going through a withdrawal of it, that would be different.
Hmm.
Might just have to wait till Grandpa gets thirsty.
Really, I'm part of this whether you like it or not. Like, I know it's a lot to take in. You think you could just go back to your normal life, Mr. Jefferson, but I'm trying to tell you that things are different now. You're gonna be doing things probably that you wasn't able to do before. You know, before you could only get up for a couple polka dances. Now you can dance all the night away. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know your limits. We got to give you a fresh orientation.
He is going to try and go past you and out the door.
I mean, Walt don't wait with nothing, so like he's got it.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out my wallet and pull out $300. Crisp $100 bills. I'm going to say, Mr. Jefferson, sir. I know that you don't like us, but and I think we're weird, but we're gonna make it worth your time, and you don't really have a choice out here anyway. So you might as well take the money, sit down, listen to what we have to say. And, there might be more of this where it comes from.
Put the money on the table and step back 20 feet.
It must be nice to be able to buy your problems away, huh?
I put the money on the table and scooch back to the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's move
if
over.
all he wants is money, then
Wait, so what do you
He
think
takes
he
the
wants to
money
have?
off the table and just kind of looks at it and go, all right, you got 15 minutes.
Sometimes I don't know about this like you do.
Well, everyone speaks money.
that is true. Well, most people speak money. It's always a safe bet, and it seems to have panned out here with Grandpa.
We bought 15 minutes of his time. We still got to explain what's going on with him, and you're the only one who know that. Unless you know that.
Fine. You were dead. Well, you were going to die. Not quite dead. You were on your way out. You were having a heart attack. Now, cause of that heart attack is still unknown, but
It's not important.
what is
Well, it
important?
looked like he was about to say something to that, but then he rolls his eyes.
Well, it's like
Mhm.
what's important is that I saved you. And now you're no longer tired and you're back awake and you're feeling like $1,000,000, probably feeling like you were 20 years younger. Does that make you wonder? Do you usually feel like this after a good night's sleep? I doubt it.
I don't ask questions, son. I just try to go about my business.
Mr. Jefferson's a tough cookie.
He's a tough nut to crack.
Walt's taking notes, by the way. He's taking the notebook out and is writing in it.
We're welcoming you into a special club here. And there are a lot of benefits to the special club. It's not a cult, but it is the reason you're alive. And if you'd like to continue being so, and better than before, I feel like it would behoove you to have more of an open mind.
You kids got $300 every time, and I can have a rather open mind indeed. But other than that, I don't really want to spend too much time around certain people.
Oh, what kind of people is that, Mr. Reshi over here is a fine fellow.
I have no problem with Mr. Reshi.
Sorry, Dr. Reshi. I feel like we could be mutually beneficial to each other. You're around the cemetery a lot. You work there. Just ask you to be our eyes and ears. Keep an eye out for any strange activity.
That's not us.
Maybe report back any unusual individuals asking questions, poking around.
That's not us.
I'll do it for
That's
$300
about
a
new
night.
grade.
I'll do it for $300 a night.
Oh, he'd rather have his $300 a night than the other gifts, or perhaps both. We'll see how you're feeling soon. But money's easy.
well, I think that's all we need to discuss. I'm gonna go ahead and head out now.
Sure. Yes.
Be
Go ahead
careful
and
out there, Mr. Jefferson.
yes, be careful. There's a lot worse things lurking in the darkness. But we'll be in touch.
Uh,
Before you go, I'm gonna, Dr. Reshi, can you please give our new friend, can you please get our new friend's phone number and give him yours?
You know Walt doesn't have a phone.
Well, you can give him my number.
Swap them digits.
All right, here we go, brother man. And then Walt's just gonna, because he would have written down Tansy's number like a corner of the notebook, just tore it off. I keep that somewhere safe. You know, it's important. You got a card or something?
oh, he got no card, and you see he pulls out one of those older flip phones and begins to very intently push each number of Tansy's phone into his. All right, can I go now?
Can you call me real quick just so I have your number?
Pulls out the phone and then he holds it to his ear. The later phone rings.
Perfect. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes. All right. Now we can get a hold of you and you can get a hold of us. I'm sorry, Dr. Reshi doesn't have a phone, but now we can be in contact when we need you, or if you need us, if you like our dear friend said, if you need anything.
Does she have to be here next time?
I mean, next time you see her, she'll probably be looking a lot better than she does right now. It's just been a rough night.
She looks like a. What is it? I don't get paid enough to ask questions. I'm going home, and he opens the door, and as he is leaving Vegas, it will be entering.
We had to talk, Big Bar. We had to talk. It's all good.
Drive safe.
Right. He's gonna like step out of the way, just like he could get by.
And he just leaves. He doesn't say anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all people crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Jefferson, dog.
So you all squared everything with him.
He at least listened to us for a little bit.
Trying to limit the amount of information he has, but he'll be acting as our eyes and ears at the graveyard for now. He doesn't really know much more than he's being paid to keep an eye on things.
Makes
You
sense.
want 300 a night? That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
I don't get 300 a year.
If you need money, I can get you money.
This is true. Y'all didn't tell me that.
well,
Y'all
you need
gonna
to
buy me
work
some
on your
stuff.
hustle.
My hustle is immaculate. It's just stuff keep happening.
$300 a year?
Look, man, it's hot out here on the streets, and I gotta watch my income, or else folks gonna pick up that I'm around. They gonna come looking.
Well, if you do all your business in cash, they won't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on building liquid assets, okay?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
if you
We
would need a
can't all be
herd.
blessed with instant capital.
You talking about your rabbits? I mean, those, I guess, have liquid in them.
well,
Walt was gonna face Paul.
well, we're gonna have a long talk on how to crime appropriately.
I was just a cottage steward before this, man. I mean, I had a few dealers on the side, but Walt's gonna trail off, but Walt's saying Walt things.
It's hard out here for a Walt.
So Tansy, good news and bad news.
Oh, okay.
Good news, the person I went to talk to, isn't mad at anyone.
That's a nice change of pace.
Bad news is we're kind of being surveyed.
What else is new, man? We always being watched by somebody.
By a cousin.
What else is new, man? We always being watched by family.
I'm not sure. Didn't get a name.
What else is new, man? We always getting watched by folks that don't give us a name.
Yeah, but when it's family, generally they give you a name because they want you to know who they are, because it's like important that they know that you know who they are.
All I got was the creeping suspicion, how to put this politely, they're less attached to humanity than you are. So not sure if that narrows the family pool down.
Did he appear to you out of a trash can at some point?
No, he was in the body that Tansy tried to eat.
You see Walt cross something out in his notebook and then write something in his notebook.
That is so cool. I want to learn how to do that.
But we're gonna have to figure out who's watching us.
I mean, I figure everybody, right?
I would. Oh, well, I
assume it's somebody higher up.
Yeah, I'm not certain who though. But they saw your little exchange with Anush, and I got questioned about that.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
desperate times. You would think that they would understand, like
that's what I explained.
I don't want to go off rampaging and, destroy everything and make a huge, huge problem. You think just with a little bit of diablerie to take the edge off would be, understood.
That's basically what I said. Was the alternative was you running out into society. Also, you haven't been teaching anybody family tricks, have you?
No.
Good. Yeah. They're keenly watching that because I got asked the same thing, and I'm like, no.
This conversation happening in front of me and Walt.
Yeah.
Walt's taking it all in.
I mean, there may have been like discussions about what it is that we do, but as far as like specifics, we haven't really had time to get into it, and it's.
Yep. I would
family
maybe
tricks. You mean like ghosts and stuff like that, Vegas?
Yeah, you remember Bruce? You remember Brucey? That whole
Brucey
problem
boy.
lingering, but we don't worry about.
Maybe just put it on the back burner.
Yeah,
just on the back burner. Let's not trade family secrets. Well, there's a cousin lurking in the ether. It kind of like looks around the room.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, can I just like pop like a sense the unseen to see if like, there's something floating around in here?
Let's try. You can make me a believe it. This is resolve and aspects if you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. What's an aspects or resolve an aspects?
I believe it's resolve if you're doing it on purpose.
Resolve on purpose. Okay. I'm going to reclaim dice from the dice jail because they've got going so badly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, well, it's definitely like rooting around.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the good news is I actually crit, so that's 4,
nice.
5, 6, but I also had two failures, 2 ones. So it's 6 successes, but 2 failures. But that shouldn't matter with the 6 successes.
And none of the crits are on your hunger dice, correct?
No, one of the crits is on the hunger dice. So it's
that is
one regular and one hunger.
That is
You
a
can't have
messy
nothing.
crit.
Yeah.
That is a messy crit. So, what you do notice is there's no one there.
Okay.
Hmm. Huh.
But
We'll say the beast sneaks up on you, and as you're looking around, you begin to kind of rake your nails into the materials of the wall, and you begin to kind of scratch into that mortar, into that paint, and you begin to leave considerable amounts of damage in the apartment.
Hey, Tansy,
yeah.
this is your own kid's apartment. Like, what you doing?
Oh. I was trying to see if Vegas just saying we're being spied on. I thought we'd take a look. And
I doubt he in the wall.
you know what? I will I will figure something out, and I will I will write her a check.
They better have some speckle up in this apartment. That's all I'm saying. Walt's gonna start digging for like just some like spackle or something to like fill the hole.
You do not find filling wall repair kits in his apartment.
Oh, this is so sad. Walt should have bought some spackle from Home Depot. Why? This is so sad.
What's that thing I hear you talk about a lot, Walt? Duct tape?
Can I pull out my phone and just like Venmo Gabriella another like $300?
Tell her if she brings some spackle, I can just do it for her. I got practice.
Do you tell her why?
Hey, listen, here's $300. There's slight mishap. It's fine. It's easily fixable. If this doesn't cover it, I've got the hookup with someone who can fix it for you. But just, sorry about your wall.
You do not get a response. The message is sent.
Oh, Gabby, I didn't ask my mom like this. She chose me.
I don't like that I didn't get a response.
What's up?
Look, normally she like talks right back to me. She's like really good about it. But she didn't, and now I think I might be worried.
Is she like mad at you?
It's entirely likely that she's mad at me. Maybe she's just busy. She's out in the club. She's hunting. She's doing something. She can't look at her phone all the time.
Okay, I mean, if we need to make a special trip to check on her, like.
And she didn't tell me where she was. She could be anywhere.
Walt starts just saddling up his backpack. Like, these nights just never end, man.
You know what? I'm sure it's fine. I'm just being paranoid because of everything else that's happened, and I'm sure she's fine. It's fine.
All right, if you say so. So where we going now? I doubt we want to go back to, back to the crib.
We can always just stay here. What time is it?
That's probably closing about 11. Closing in on 11.
You know what they say, Walt.
It's early.
It's only paranoia if they're not out to get you. You know they are.
Can I borrow somebody's phone? I got a phone call I want to make. Or at least a text. I don't know. Y'all just told me about how y'all want to share, but then y'all get real stingy. I see how it is.
Not on this phone. No.
Yeah. There's a payphone. somewhere.
Let me hold 350 then.
Have those? I don't think they have those anymore, Nush.
What to say? I haven't seen one since what?
There's some here and there in Cleveland.
2005?
I will tell y'all up front. There's still some in Cleveland.
Hey, you know what? Good. I'm happy to hear that there's still phones out there for public use. It's actually a good thing.
I mean, I would say you probably want to put a garbage bag over it before you touch it, but
I think in the trash, Ashley.
But are you worried about getting sick?
well, I'm not.
But yeah, Walt's holding his hand out for like $3.50, like for sure.
Vegas will take $5 out of his wallet and hand it to Walt because he's not letting him use his phone.
Oh, Vegas, that's no good. Here, you have to have quarters. And you just drop some quarters in Walt's hand.
How does she orders?
That's a
Always
brand that
be prepared.
understands. Walt's gonna make his way down to a payphone.
Roll me intelligence and streetwise. See if you can figure out where you could possibly find this payphone.
You know what? You a hater. You a whole hater. But fine.
Difficulty's gonna be 5.
You a whole hater.
I don't even think there are any payphones left.
There are
In the
payphones.
city.
They're very scattered, but there are payphones.
See if you can find one.
3 successes. Okay. I'm not spending willpower to find a payphone. I'm not going to do it.
All right, Walt goes off to search for a payphone. Anosh, Tansy, and Vegas. What are you 3 doing?
Whose apartment is this?
Oh, this is Gabriella's. Actually, no, while we're here, I am going to just straight up start snooping and going through all of her stuff, see if I can find any.
Oh, you can see Walt started to do that.
About if she's been talking to anybody that I might know, if she's been talking to the family, if she's been talking to the Cam or the Anarchs, or try and get any sort of.
Who's Gabriella?
Oh, did I not tell you? I'm sure I told you.
Maybe. I don't remember.
So there was this thing that happened a little bit ago. You know, we were in kind of a tight spot because you know how I kind of get hungry and it gets kind of bad.
Yes.
And you know all of the running around we've been doing for the Camarilla, for the them saying those envoys who've been giving us like vague tasks to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a bit of a mishap, and so Gabby's your cousin now.
I'm going out for a cigarette. He just like turns on his heel.
Vegas, you would be aware that that is very much not allowed.
Yep, he's gonna go have a cigarette and just rest his head against his car and contemplate his own life.
And I think that with our coterie separating to do different things and to reflect on the consequences of each other's actions, I think that will be where we end our vampire story for the evening.
Oh no, you go to a season ender on a smoke break and trying to find a payphone. Nah, we ain't going out like that.
It encapsulates you all as a coterie.
You know what?
But with that, our vampire story has come to its end. I thank you all for being here with me, and I thank those of you who are still watching for joining us on this 8-episode journey. And there will be a season 3, probably closer to the end, midway to end of summer. But keep an eye out on the ReeRoles Twitter to find out. And if Twitter's not around, then I don't know. Facebook, maybe. I don't know to tell you.
If not, you should follow this Twitch.
Yeah, you'll find out when we go live next time.
Subscribe. Get those notifications.
We'll give you free Cheetos every time you follow.
I will not. That is
yes, you will. It's in the fine print, dog.
It
Send
is
the
not.
fine print.
But with that,
like grits or I don't know. I'll make bread pudding for everybody. Like it's fine.
Yes.
I will let these wonderful people tell you where you can find them and all the cool stuff they're up to. And this time we'll start with Ari.
Hi, I'm Ari. You can usually catch me here being a fool, and it is great because Ree hasn't kicked me out yet. Maybe I'm doing other things here. We shall see. But I am a partner and a producer and a storyteller over on the Gremlin Collective. We are on a little bit of a hiatus right now as we are working on new things for you guys, and we're very, very excited. I'm also over occasionally on Kira's channel, the Cookout TTRPG, where I cause Kira headaches, and it is great, and I have a great time, and I haven't been kicked out yet. Um, and before Ursa says it, no, we're not kicking him out. We like him too much. You can follow me at Twitter for as long as it stays on the ground at Small Shadow Snack. It's possums and pictures of my cat.
All right. Next up is Urswinger.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I'm sorry.
You should have been paying attention to be here.
Oh, I was paying attention. It's just my imagination
yeah.
is wild. But y'all already know who
Yeah.
it is. It's Ursa Rager, being a fool, as usual. Alas, the season has ended. Therefore, Ree is kicking me out. It was nice knowing y'all. Ree, I expect my Cheetos in the mail. I don't care if you don't like me no more. I still want my Flamin' Hot Cheetos. You can also find me on the YouTubes and the Twitches. And you can find me at the Cookout TTRPG, unless Kira kicks me out. And you can find me at the Gremlin Collective, which they say they ain't gonna kick me out, but I mean, I'm seeing newspapers in our personal chat, so I think they're getting ready. I think Ari's picking up the clancha as we speak. But enough about me fighting for my life. Next caller.
Right. Next up, Sir Monolith.
I am at Sir Monolith on Twitter, and you can probably find me in another upcoming game here that's being revitalized shortly. But you'll have to pay attention to Ree's Twitter to find out what that is.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Diachromaniac.
Hi. You can find me here. You can find me on the Gremlin Collective. And you can see me on social media at Diachromaniac on whatever platforms there are. I just go and I take my username and then abandon them completely. But you know, it's fine. It's fun. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss this game. I can't wait for season 3. And yeah, check out the Gremlin Collective. There's some fun stuff coming up that I'm very excited about.
All right. And with that, our vampire tale has reached its end. So please make sure to join us next time and keep your eyes out to see what comes next. And with that, I bid you goodbye.
I miss y'all already.